a couple of things before I announce the verdict. I want to point out that typically my role in a trial, in a criminal trial, is to manage the process. And the fact-finding is done by a jury. That wasn't the case in this trial. I managed the process, try to, and I was also the finder of fact, and that is somewhat of a different role than we typically see. I'll tell you that you may have seen me, I make notes during the trial. I probably filled up 2 legal pads full of notes during the trial, but the closings I want to just listen, and that's what I did. But I wrote down 2 things in the closing. One was a statement by Ms. Ross that the evidence was overwhelming and powerful. And then I also wrote down what Ms. Beck said, that I'm required to set aside my emotions. That's the same thing that we tell jurors in what and we're giving them their job. That's the way I have to approach this, and I did. Both of those statements are correct. I'll now announce the verdict. In the state of Georgia versus Jose Antonio Ibarra, case SU 24CR0323, count 1, malice murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 2, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 3, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 4, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 5, kidnapping with bodily injury. I find the defendant guilty. Count 6, aggravated assault with intent to rape. I find the defendant guilty. Count 7, aggravated battery. I find the defendant guilty. Count 8, obstructing or hindering a 911 call. I find the defendant guilty. Count 9, tampering with evidence. I find the defendant guilty. Count 10, peeping Tom. I find the defendant guilty. I certainly will allow both sides to look at this if you want to do it. The next step is sentencing. I'm prepared to go forward with that now, or if either side suggests that you need a few minutes, an hour break or something to do that, then I'll certainly do that as well. Consider that.
We have one moment.
Sure. I understand.
We'll come back for sentencing.
I understand. We will recess till 12:30. Recess till 12:30. Will that work?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.